What's up, YouTube? I'm back again. I'm going to start this video off by apologizing for the lack of quality in this video because I'm trying to save battery. Two of my external batteries fried and I only have one, so I bumped the quality down just so I can film a little bit longer because I plan to be out there for a little bit. I'm taking my little John boat out there today with South Jersey fishermen, and I'm going to cruise the banks with the spinnerbait. It's a little windy out there, kind of muggy. Good spinnerbait conditions. I'm going to chuck that around and see if we can hook up on some bass. That'll be awesome. Hopefully it works out for the best. We got a northeast wind, 15 miles per hour. Should turn the bass bite on. Fall weather is going strong. It's a cooler day out of the rest of the days. Today is like 77. The rest of the week's like 80, so it should be good. A little bit cooler today. I never even shut my door, but the lake is just down the road, so I'm just going to drive like that anyway. Just launching here today. Just got this 10-foot John boat out here with South Jersey fishermen. The water's looking pretty clear actually. I was going to throw like a black spinnerbait, but now I'm actually going to throw more like white or some.
Yeah, I think I'm going to throw a white.
I'm not sure how the spinnerbait will work out on a day like this.
If I go with the spinnerbait, I'm definitely throwing a white.
Yeah, definitely white today. Spinnerbait to start off. I got these spinnerbaits here today. I got these at Walmart. These are $1. They are like kind of like hard to find. They're kind of like hidden on the floor sometimes, but they're really cheap. I'm gonna see how they work out. If I can catch something on them, I'll be happy. At this lake, basically like half of this lake, the bank, is accessible by fishermen, and the other half of the lake is like built up with houses, so it doesn't really get much pressure. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to focus on the houses where the fishermen can't really walk the banks and fish. I think I'm going to take that boating test.
Yeah.
Possibly get like a little trailer and like a motor, and then literally just can take this to like the Delaware and start musky fishing where they're dumped at. That'd be legit, right?
Oh yeah, I'm down.
That should be crazy. There's a certain point where like the big boats don't go to up there. There's definitely a bait fish jumping over there.
Where at?
Right on this sewer drainage.
I think I've seen them jump.
Yeah. Real small bait fish, but they were like popping.
Oh my God. Dang, how this bird needs some
My trolling motor just got stuck on the bridge, and I just hit my head on this bridge like dumb hard. But yeah, I need to lower this down real quick. That was bad. We were just trying to go through that thing. All you hear is thump. Turn around, my motor's stuck. I'm like, no, about to lose it. But nah, it should be good. I'm back once again. Oh. Oh, wow. I really thought that was a bass. I just felt like some resistance, but it was a stick. Oh, wells.
Oh, that's not a catfish.
That's definitely a carp. I was starting to lose hope in the session of today. I was fishing the whole lake for bass, throwing just about everything in my arsenal, everything I could think of. Carp. And then we started to move around the back lake. It's a little bit calmer back there, and then we noticed some carp jumping. So as soon as I saw the carp jumping, I started putting my motor over that way, and then Mark threw out some corn, and then literally 5 minutes later, he gets a carp. Didn't take this carp long at all, and he's screaming his drag off his rod.
Like kind of like a mirror carp almost scale to it on some of the scales. Like maybe that one right there, you guys can see that, and this one back here. Nice fish. I'm gonna release him back, get my bait back in the water, and catch another one. Yeah, I was about to say, can you help me out there? Word.
Nice quality fish from this lake. I just casted mine out.
And there he goes into the darkness.
Nice, dude.
Word.
Yeah.
Thanks.
as you can see, we made the switch over to carp fishing. The bass fishing was real slow. Pretty much trolled around the whole lake looking for some bass. Couldn't find anything. Went to this back lake. It's a little more protected. No type of wind back here, and the carp were just jumping like crazy. Saw like carp jump out of the water. He was really orange and like reddish. Looked really cool. And then like 2 seconds later, this guy hooks up. He's got a carp on. Waiting for this carp to come around. Kinda got stuck in a monsoon out here. Today it was kinda like iffy for fishing for me, but Mark had some luck with the carp. We were fishing bass around the corners of the lake. Usually it's alright. The spinner baits were supposed to work out on like a windy day. I'm not exactly sure why this bite was so bad today.
This guy going through his house, not the parking lot.
But it's starting to get soaked right now, and heading back to the port. Got to load up the vehicle and get off to work.
Watch out for the air raid.
As you can see, the rain is crazy.
Yeah, the rain is pretty tough right now.
It's now the next day. Yesterday the fishing was really bad for me. I wasn't able to catch any fish. I have a little window of opportunity today. I got to get out there on the creek and fish. I'm going to bring some small spinners and try to get in some pickerel and bass. But if anything fails, I'm going to go for some bluegill, some panfish. I'm running low on bait in my freezer, so I usually keep like a bunch of bait in my freezer, like bluegill and perch and stuff like that. So I might need to restock on some of that today if I can. I'm going to bring a couple ultralights and see how the action is down there. Just wanted to make a better video. Can't really use the footage from yesterday as a video, so I'm going to try to get some more footage today. Should be pretty lit. This is the killer lure I've been using out here for the river. This is a 1/24 ounce rooster tail. It's good in slow moving current. If you can find like a nice little island or something that kind of blocks off the current, you want to just cast this near like the little circulating areas. You know, if you kind of see the water like moving around in a circle or kind of slower than the rest of the water, that's where you should be casting things like this. Just another day in the life, man, you know, trekking through these woods. I'm honestly just hoping I can catch something today. I was just thinking, like, I really suck as a fisherman lately. Haven't been able to catch shit. Like, I've been going out everywhere, like, driving like hours to try to catch fish, and I just can't catch them, man. So hopefully I'm going to change that today. Walking out here to my spot. Know there's a lot of pickerel there, know there's a lot of bass, so I'm going to throw in this little spinner. I'm going to get them today. Dude, it is a beautiful fall day out here. This wind is just howling, blowing the right direction. Tide is going in my favor right now. I think this should be perfect opportunity to catch a fish. I mean, the tide isn't as low as usual, so I'm going to be waiting out there in like the water a little bit, but it should be fine. Looks absolutely crazy out here. Sick, dude. Awesome. There's a fish. Fish on. Didn't take too long. Knew you'd be right there. Real light drag. I got a 4-pound test on here. I'm going to play this fish out. Oh, it's a pickerel. He just jumped. Spit it out. That was crazy. I don't know if you saw that. Let's take another look at this pickerel jumping. Awesome, dude. He literally jumped like so crazy. There we go. Finally. That's the one I've been waiting for here. Oh, it's a bass. He jumped. He jumped way out of the water. He's a little circus rat, this guy. Who do you think you are, Mr. Bass? Are you too good for your home? Come on, buddy. You gotta get in here. I'm gonna get him. Oh, sweet, dude. There he is. As soon as this tide started moving again. Slack tide, it was dead. As soon as the tide starts moving, he bites. There, Mr. Bass. I've been trying like way too hard for this bass. I've been out here for like a little while trying to get him. I hooked on to 2 pickerel. They just said nah, they spit the hook right out. But Mr. Bass, he got it. Gonna unhook this guy, send him back. Look at those colors on him though. He's like He's ready for these dark environments with his dark colors, man. Get this little treble hook out nicely so he can survive, and then I can catch him again. Nice removal of the hook there. Give this guy a maximum chance of survival. He's a pretty little bass, and I'm going to put him back. Watch him go away. Wow, he just goes back to the darks. That's it for today's episode. If you like this video, make sure you give me a like, a comment, and please subscribe. I try to upload some regular videos. I've been trying to post once a week, sometimes maybe twice a week. So please make sure to support the movement. Master Sunfish signing out. Hopefully I'm going to get out there soon and catch something a little bigger.